What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest channel and podcast. If you have not subscribed yet, if you are on the podcast platforms, please do go ahead and do so. And if you are on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit that like button. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. We want to go ahead and brighten up the place. And let's get into this conversation. We previously discussed Kimzolciak here on the platform and the news that her home that she purchased with her husband of now 11 years, because actually today is her 11-year wedding anniversary, went into a foreclosure and was sold at an auction. And I wanted to know what happened to Big Papa. I asked the question here because it just seemed that the lifestyle that she was living, even after she got married to Croy initially, even though we know he played football, but he wasn't like, I don't know, this big time star NFL player, right? We just wondered, like, the way she lived, and not just the way she lived, but she really wasn't good with money. You would see her buying lottery tickets and just the lavishness of everything that she did. It just made you wonder. I know I wondered, how are you funding your lifestyle and even continuing to do so? And then we know that Croy is no longer playing football. That was revealed several seasons ago, actually on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I remember when Kenya and she got into it, and Kenya said, worry about your husband. He needs a job right now. Kenya doesn't lie about stuff like that, you know? And she comes for people that come for her. And Kim definitely did come for her, so she responded, right? Well, when the news broke about the foreclosure and all of that, I started to wonder, look at the timeline and think, was Big Papa still funding her lifestyle and then something happened even after she got married and then he stopped? Well, we all have seen how much Kim has lied on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Even the first season, remember at the reunion when she said that she thought she had cancer, but it turned out it wasn't cancer. She was trying to use that as the excuse as to why she wore wigs. And it's like, girl, if you want to wear a ratty synthetic wig, if you want to, then do it. But don't lie and say that you thought you had cancer, so that's why you started wearing wigs when you didn't go through any cancer treatments. You weren't losing your hair or, because of that. That was just like low down and dirty, amongst other things that she's lied about. Well, I'm going to play this clip of her response to the news stories about her home going into foreclosure.
Okay, you guys, my house was not sold for $257,000. If you guys think I would let my home that we put millions and millions of dollars into go for $257,000, you're an idiot. Okay? For real. So what are you going to do, haters, when I'm here for Christmas and I'm here for my birthday in May and I'm here for all these amazing dates? I'm here until I fucking want to move out, until I decide I don't want to live here anymore. So enjoy the view, haters, because you're going to be seeing it for quite some time. You guys are about as reliable as fucking a newborn baby. Just like you said, this wouldn't last. And we're celebrating 11 years next Friday. 11 years on 11/11.
So anyway, she loves to do things like that, and everyone is not a hater. Like, you mean to tell me all of these news outlets that put this story out that came from public court records are just hating on you? They're not even thinking about you to dredge up a story, make up a lie about your home being sold in an auction because it was in foreclosure. But what I think happened was she knew someone that was able to fit the bill, purchase the home, and rent it out to her. And then when they decide, after they've worked some things out, to move out, then that's what they will do. Because if you caught what she said, we will be here until we effing are ready to leave. Well, okay, will that happen to be in 3 months from now? It's just the way she responds to me with things like this, and it just makes her seem even more guilty than people even really care. No one's out here plotting against the great kimzolciakbiermann to shame her and make her feel bad about her financial situation, because we know that they had a show on the Bravo network. It got canceled after several seasons. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch Don't Be Tardy. I just was not interested in it. And yeah. And so I just really don't get this woman. I never will. I don't care to get her. She's definitely in a different breed of human beings than I care to be like and understand. But Kim always does things like this, and somehow things sort of work out for her in the end, sort of, I say, because with that being said, no one wants their home to go into foreclosure, right? But how many people get the opportunity to have someone purchase their home and rent it back out to them, and they can stay in the house until they either are able to buy it back or move into something else, or, what have you, and just save face for the sake of the public? Because she is really all about public image, right? So do you guys believe that she knew or knows the person or persons, company, what have you, that purchased the property at the auction and are just renting it out to them for the time being? Or maybe she doesn't, and she knows that she has a window of time that she can be there, and they're in the meantime trying to work something else out. And then when they're ready to move, I didn't want to say ready to move, but when they finish getting those things in order and they do move, then she will come out and say that she had a better opportunity and yada yada, and that's why they're moving or whatever, and it's not because the home was in foreclosure. Knowing Kim, it'll probably be something along those lines, but I digress. As I expected, because I was waiting for her to come out and say something. It was kind of weird that we didn't hear something immediately. But then again, not so much, because I believe she was just working to get some things in order before she came out and made a statement, so that she can really save face as much as possible, even though we know she's had her face worked on a number of times. No pun intended, and maybe a little bit intended, to soften the blow with the public. Because again, she kept talking about haters. The haters. I know you haters are going to be mad. And you're going to be mad when I'm still here and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. No, one, I'm not a hater. But two, I don't believe most people are haters. And that's such a cliche term to use, to call people haters that have a critique or an opinion or sharing their thoughts and views on a situation that is in the public. That doesn't mean people are your haters. They're just talking about what's out there, period. So do you think that they're just working some things out in the meantime, and then they're going to be moving soon? You let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. And until the next time, this is Beth, and I'm just being beautifully honest.